Hello friends and followers, here's a demo of a Paragon 1. This is a Tec Paragon I that I have on eBay. This has been a faithful radio. I've had it for a bit, enjoyed using it. And let's go through it. So this has a processor on it which you can enable to add RF processing to the mic to give it more chance of a good saturated RF signal for DX. You can increase the processor here, the activity of it. There's also a noise blanker on this where you can adjust. Here's the meter indication. You can do forward power, reflected power, the current of the final, and the processor. You can attenuate strong signals this way by pushing in the attenuate button. And that's the processor. Enable a noise blanker. Push to talk or Vox. QSK is for CW, fast or slow. The AGC has a fast and slow feature. This will disable it, this will enable it. Okay, here's the fast and slow right here. All right. This is your volume or AF gain here. Has a tone control. A fade control and a band pass. Now, there's no one talking, so I can't show you those right now. Passband tuning and a notch control, so this will notch out an offending signal, which is heterodyning, say a different CW signal or such. RF power, you can crank this up and down for the power out of the final amplifier. And this is your mic gain here for the microphone. Microphone like that one there. And again, the RF gain is here. And squelch. So if you were using this thing in FM mode, you could use the squelch. However, there's no FM board in this radio. This radio has two filters in it. Let's see if we can show them off here. 6.0 and a 2.4. There's nobody really on here to demo anything. Let's see. There was somebody on here in Patagonia. Let's see. 28.420. There was somebody talking on here. Let's see if we can find him. There we go.
Thank you for that.
So, using him in a 6KC filter, he'll sound more full-bodied. Now, if you want to cut out some noise, you can go to a less wide filter, but that'll make it a bit harder to understand with less fidelity. And you can also change these to get some better Patagonia.
Now, Lima, uniform 7, yellow zebra.
Anyway, you can work with these controls to make it sound to your liking. USB mode, LSB mode, AM, this will receive AM, but it won't transmit, and FM, it will not receive FM. There's no FM board. Here's the filters again. And
Charlie, November Charlie, 59.
It also has a RET function on it.
79, your code.
So you can do the offset
Station, your code.
with the RET. Kind of cool, right?
November 2. Mike Mobile, thank you very much for coming back. You are 557 today, QSL.
So that's about it with the radio here. It works really well. You can display the date, time, tags.
Okay,
Has a bunch of memories in it.
Mike Mobile, thank you very much for coming back.
I don't really use memories. Okay, let's go through a TX test on this thing. We'll start off on, let's see, I think it does 160, so let's start off with 40 meters as that's the easiest. So 40 meters on the antenna tuner. We'll enter 40 meters on the switch here on the keypad. 7.2, enter, there's 40 meters. No one talking, so RF power down. Take our meter to read or set here on the SWR. I gotta adjust 40 for low SWR because my antenna does not like 40 meters. Let's now go to tune mode here, turn transmitter on, and you can see we are pretty well set. You can give it a little more power here. Now we're gonna do a read, and the SWR is already good on 40 meters. Okay, 200 watt scale. So at 40 meters here, 7.200, 200 watt scale, there's 200 watts there. We're gonna crank the power up here. Crank it up and you'll see it rising. And it looks like we're good for about 110 watts on 40 meters on this radio. All right, power off. Let's try, I think this is 30 meter band here, enter. Let's go 10.15, enter. All right, this band, I don't know how my SWR is in this band, but we'll try it. Gonna go direct here. And let's just go around 200 watt scale. Power down, tune mode, 10.15 frequency. Take the power up. Here's 100 watts. I'm not gonna hang it up. I'm not gonna kill it up there, just let it go. Okay, that's that. 20 meters. Here's 20. No one talking. Tune mode. Crank the power up. Doing about 110 on 20 meters. All right, 15 meters, 21. I'm just gonna hit it with full power here. Full power, about 90 watts on 15. 15 meters. 90 watts. Okay, let's go to 10 meters. Maybe Patagonia can hear us here. Actually, there's like a 24 band here, right? So I can go like, say, 24.9. I think that works. 24.9, enter. Let's try that one. Full power. About 90 watts there. On 24.9. Let's go back to 10 meters here. Let's go enter 28.420. Let's see if that guy's still on here. He was right there. Anyway, let's give it full power on 10 meters here. Tune mode. We're getting about 90 watts on 10 meters. So it's a pretty darn good radio. Let's go back to 80 meters now and we'll get this thing tuned up. Set mode, take our power down. Put in 3.6 or something like that. Let's see, enter 3.7, say. Let's put in 3.8. 3.8, enter. Okay, now we're at 80 meters, 3.8. Let's give it some tune mode here, power down, tune mode. Get a little bit more power out of it. Do our SWR calibration, we're calibrated. Let's tune SWR out of this thing on 80 meters, tune it out. Tune it out, tune it out. Trying to tune out SWR here. Let's kick in one of these. Does that work? Make it work better? Not really. There we go. It's a nice little hike there. So I'm tuning in SWR here, low power on 80, trying to get it tuned out. Down to 1.3, 1.5. There's 1.4. All right, 1.3 on 80 meters, I'll take that. 200 watt scale, let's crank the sucker up. Here we go, cranking it up. 120 watts, 115 watts, about 115 watts on 80 meters. That's pretty darn good. All right, that solves 80 meters. Let's try 160, 1.8. 1.82 or something like that. Let's try, let's see, 1.8, enter. Okay, this thing does do 160. And take our power down, power's down, tune mode. Let's go read, do a set here. A little more power. Let's do a read. Okay, SWR is really bad. Let's do some tuning here for 160. Ooh, look at that. That really cranks it down. Okay, we're really far down now for 160, which I like. Wind's blowing outside. Okay, so now we're at 160. Let's go to 200 watt scale. Let's crank it up. So I'm seeing about, wow, 120 watts on 160 from this thing. It's pretty good. And you also have this meter here, which is telling us what's going on. Power meter, this one's saying roughly what? 100 watt scale, about 15 watts, about 15 watts. They're kind of accurate. Take this one to 50 watts here. What's this one say? Yeah, 50 watts. Take it to 100. There's 100 right there. So the meters are calibrated nicely. SWR mode here. I don't see any SWR there really. Let's see what we have. Go to some power here. Yeah, not much. I guess I'd have to calibrate this top one here at more power. All right, that's my demo of the radio. All the bands. It's a nice rig. It's really, really nice. Paragon I, Titan Tec. I guess I didn't really show off the SSB part of it. Let's go back to 40 meters here. And we're going to do a tune-up on it. Take the power down. Go to tune mode here. And go to 40 meters. Let's see, 7.2, enter. There we go, 40 meters. Tune up. And peak it for doing a set. Do a read. Take this off. Get it down to very low SWR on 40. That's not too good. There we go. 1.4 SWR, 1.3 SWR. Wind's blowing outside. There, that's nice and low on 40 meters. 200 watt scale now. Power up all the way. Okay, now you can turn the processor on or off in this thing. Let's go processor off. I'm at half mic gain. This microphone is an amplified Motorola two-way mic with a 2-transistor amplifier, and it really has some punch to it. We're on forward here. And let's see, go to push to talk mode here, and nothing. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, here we go. There we go. KB3 whiskey testing. 1, 2, 3 test. 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's got some movement there. KB3W testing. 1, 2, 3, and I can even take the mic way down here. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Crank it up a little bit. KB3W test. 1, 2, 3 test. Processor on. Take the mic gain down. KB3 whiskey testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing on LSB. All right, so that pretty much concludes my run through. Here's upper sideband here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Upper sideband test. That's my run through of the radio. It's a great rig. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Again, this is Tec Paragon I. Take care.